Just in time. Chuck, look, our detective friends are back.
Oh, hey there, detectives. I hope you brought your thinking caps and maybe a snack or two. That whole pizza thing didn't work out. I'm still pretty hungry. But things seem to be getting stranger and stranger around here.
You got that right, Chuck. Right now, let's jump right back into business. We've got a whole town worried, and they're counting on us to crack the next big mystery.
Yeah, the folks in Mystery Falls are, well, they're getting pretty anxious. They've got questions, and they're hoping that we've got the answers to those questions.
And I think we're gonna find those answers, one clue at a time.
That's
So
right.
let's see, what is it today? It has to be around here somewhere.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh.
It says, why do bad things happen?
Ooh, that's a big one, Chuck. All right. I bet it's been on the minds of a lot of folks around here in Mystery Falls.
Yeah, like, why does it always seem like we run out of ice cream just when we need it the most? And why do good people always have to go through such hard things? It just doesn't seem fair.
I know, it's a really hard question, and it's a mystery for sure. But I think the Bible's got some clues that might just help us crack this case.
I think you're right.
Let's check out our 3 key witnesses today.
All right.
We have Job, Joseph, and Elijah.
Oh, I remember Job. He lost everything. I mean, he lost his family, his health, and his wealth. Man, that is rhyme. But even when everything was falling apart, he still trusted in God, right?
You got that right, Chuck. Exactly. Job didn't know why all those bad things were happening to him, but he kept his faith. And in the end, God restored everything that Job had lost and more. It shows that even when we don't understand why things are going wrong, God is still in control.
Yeah, and then there's this Joseph guy. He's the guy with, wait a minute. Am I reading this right? It says 11 brothers?
Yeah,
Jinkies, that's not a family, that's a sports team.
yep, and they weren't exactly the MVPs of kindness. His brothers sold him into slavery, and he ended up going to prison for something that he didn't even do.
Wow.
Talk about a bad day times 1,000.
Yeah, no
But
kidding.
God was with them the whole time. Eventually, Joseph worked his way up to becoming a ruler in Egypt, and he even went on to save his family during a famine.
No way.
Quick, detectives, everyone say famine.
Famine.
Good job. Well, Joseph's story shows us that even when bad things happen, God can turn them around for good. What looked like a terrible situation ended up saving an entire nation.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. Huh. Now, this guy Elijah, it says here that he faced some serious challenges too. I mean, he had to run for his life from Queen Jezebel, and he felt so alone. But God provided for him and gave him the strength to keep on going.
Exactly. Elijah's story reminds us that even in our darkest moments, God never leaves us. He's always there, providing when we need it the most, even if it's just enough to keep us moving forward.
Yeah, and you know what, detective? I was just thinking about it. Imagine if we were on a stakeout, right? And, you know, we're all set up, we're hiding behind a big old bush, waiting for the bad guy to come, and then kablamo! It starts pouring rain. Our snacks get soaked, we get soaked, and we lose the suspect in the mess. Now that would be the worst, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, pizza getting all wet, soggy pizza.
That does sound like a rough day. But you
Yeah.
know what? Even in a situation like that, God could have a plan.
What? Really? A plane even in the middle of a downpour? I mean, soggy sandwiches, soggy pizza, losing the suspect.
Absolutely. Remember Joseph? He was thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, and then tossed into prison. That's way worse than a little rain on a stakeout, right?
I mean, yeah. I guess when you put it like that. Say, you must be a pencil, 'cause you right?
Exactly. When things go wrong, it doesn't mean that God's forgotten us. He might just be getting us ready for something amazing, just like he did for Joseph.
Yeah. All right, I get it. But that doesn't mean it's the end of the story. Even though bad things happen, God's still always got a plan for us.
That's right, Chuck. And with that in mind, we can face any challenge that comes our way.
Even soggy snacks on a stakeout.
Even that.
Yeah.
God's plan is good.
Say, what was that again? I like the sound of that. Was it God's plan is good?
Yep, you got that right. And that actually sounds like an important clue for our case that we need. Hey, detectives, let's make sure we remember that key piece of evidence. I feel like we're gonna need that later. And it's actually almost that time. Quick, say it with us. Say, God's plan
God's plan
is good.
is good.
I I think they can be a little bit louder.
I agree, Detective.
Quick, young detectives, say it louder. Say God's plan
God's plan
is good.
is good.
Great job.
Yeah. Sealed and confirmed. Case closed on that one.
You got that right, and we're just getting started. And I have a feeling we're getting closer to finding that missing map.
I agree.
Until then, keep those detective hats on because who knows what amazing things we'll uncover next. We'll see you back here soon to continue our adventure.
You got it, partner. Until then, keep your eyes sharp and your mind sharper. We'll see you young detectives next time.
Now, let's get back to cracking this case. It has to be over here.